Hello and welcome to Baking on a Budget. Now this time what we have is this very easy, very simple hash brown recipe. Yes, we're going to make a whole bag of hash browns. Very simple to make. We have the ingredients over here. I'm going to tell you what the quantities are and how much this has cost me. To begin with, we have 400 grams of potato. I'm using a Maris Piper potato here, and that cost me 36 pence. We have one onion at 9 pence. We've got 40 grams of corn flour at 16 pence. We've got a pinch of salt, which we can't really cost, and we've got 1 teaspoon of white pepper, which is 6 pence. Now, if we add all of that together, this whole recipe comes out at a remarkable 67 pence. Don't know how many hash browns we're going to get out of that, but the weight will be just over 400 grams. So let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is peel these potatoes. Yes, I'm going to chop these. I'm not going to actually grate them. I'm going to chop them into really small cubes, thin slices, and we will take it from there. There's a couple of bruises on these, which I'll try to get out. Right, that may have cut the weight down a touch, so I'll just go and get another really small potato to make up for those bruises. And as I said, to cut these, what I'm going to do is just into really thin slices, like this. Okay, and with them chopped that way, what I'll do is try to get them back together, the most of them, and then I'm going to do the same down this way. And with that done, chop them again the other way, and this will make, as I say, really small little cubes of potato. And as I've done them, I'm going to put them into this bowl, and I'll put water over them until I've done the rest. It's all the potato chopped and in the bowl. Now I'm just going to agitate that to get some of the starch out of it. Then I'll drain it, wash it again, and keep going until the water goes clear. As I say, a couple of rinses through, and that's all good to go. Now what we want to do is soften these. A couple of ways you can do it. You could fry them. I'm going to boil them just for a very short period of time, just until they start to go a little soft, cooked through, so to speak. Transfer them to a pan. Just going to cover them with some pre-boiled water, and I'll stick them on the hob, and we'll come back when they've softened down. Okay, and after just a few minutes really boiling, they're about right there. You see, if I take a piece of that, they're quite hot, but take a piece of that, that will, you know, crush between the fingers, but they have retained their shape, and that's what we want. So get them in the bowl. I'm going to put a little grated onion in there. I'm just going to grate some onion into the bowl, just to give it a little bit of taste. So I'll just grate that straight into the bowl. Stir the onion into that. And then what we want to do is take a teaspoon of this white pepper. You could use black pepper if you wish, but just to spice that up a little. I think that'll do. That's about half a teaspoon. And to that we're going to put in a good pinch of salt. And then to that I'm adding 40 grams of corn flour. And we'll mix that in. Now I'm just going to let that cool a little before I start shaping these. Right, now I'll just show you what I'm doing to shape these. I'm going to put some of it into this little ring, and then just press that down. Press it all together, nice and firm. And then we shall take it out of the ring. Just mold it. You could mold it into any shape you want at this point. This is really just to get it to hold together. Continue with that. Again, just fill that up, and with the back of the spoon, press it down nice and tight. Okay, and there they are. Got 17 of them out of that recipe. So very pleased with that. As I say, they could be a little bit larger possibly, but well, we're just working with what we've got. Now I've got the oil already heated up in the pan here, and I will get my slotted spoon, and we'll just get these in the pan. Now these just want to stay in here until they're browned. Could freeze them at this point and then take them straight out of the freezer, and they would be just fine. But what am I going to get? I'll get about 4 in there at a time. So we'll let them cook. They're not going to take that long, and when they're nice and crisp and golden brown, we'll get them out and get the next batch in. Okay, they are looking really good, nice and crisp and cooked through. So we're going to very carefully get them out onto this rack. and we will get the next batch in. Right, and obviously the idea here is just to continue this until we've got them all cooked. As I say, I'm going to cook them all right now, and we'll eat them up later for lunch or something like that. Okay folks, look at this. This is a huge plate of homemade hash browns. They smell absolutely delightful. I think that little bit of onion really helped them. And I'm going to take a taste of one now. They're nice and crispy. Right, that's excellent. Nice and crisp on the outside, nice and fluffy in the middle. They are absolutely delicious. And so simple to make. And as I say, this whole recipe, 67 pence it cost me to make this plate of hash browns, which I think is very reasonable. So there we have it, a very simple recipe indeed, how to make your own hash browns. Do hope we give them a try, absolutely delicious. And as I say, they could be frozen before frying them. Get a couple out for breakfast or whatever, fry them up, dead simple. So can I say, if you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more recipes like this in the future, always very simple dishes, always very inexpensive, always very simple to make, then please do consider subscribing to the channel. Many more videos to come. In the meantime, I might have another couple of these, and I thank you very much for watching.